responsiveness now is really, really good. It's got some serious go. It's a beast! So, today, no, let's start again, shall we? So, for those that haven't been following the channel, actually I think I'm speaking a bit too loudly here. For those that haven't been following the channel, I recently installed the Power Commander 5 on the 750, and obviously it's preloaded with an open pipe map and aftermarket air filter. Bike's been running not too bad, but it's been a little bit after a bit of fun with it. Probably I think after the last video and stuff, and since riding it since, I've noticed it has been a bit glitchy in a few places, and it was always, I wasn't sure if she was coming out or not then. It was always the intention to get it tuned properly, so that's where we're off to today. So yeah, as you can see, it's a lovely day in the Shire, but yeah, so far so good. The bike has been running not too bad, but the like I say, the fueling between 7,000 about 11,000 revs, and certainly down the lower end of the rev range, it's been a little bit jerky. Certainly not as good as the standard map, obviously pre Power Commander, but I will say there's a massive difference, certainly noticeable difference in output from the engine since fitting the Power Commander 5 with the map. I really can't complain, as you'll see on the other video that I did. It certainly sounds good. It's got a real good snap, crackle, pop about it, but it's not necessarily fueling as well as it can be, or providing as much power as it can. So it was never a quest for power, but just making the most of the mods. But if that means an extra few horsepower, then so be it. But it is definitely more urgent without a shadow of a doubt. So yeah, so we're off to the dyno as we speak. Like I say, for those that aren't, hello, good morning. For those that aren't aware of the channel, I've got the Black Widow headers on and the Yoshimura R11 N-can on, with the Power Commander 5 fitted and the Piper Cross air filter. So we will. Oh, very nice, very, very nice. I've always loved those. So today we'll go drop it off at the dyno, and we'll see what it can do working its magic, and see exactly what we end up with at the end. But if it's smooth fueling throughout the rev range, then it's a win-win, and a few extra brake horsepower. That's all you can really ask for. Beautiful day. So in other news, I changed the I actually ended up changing the microphone again after the last one kept clipping a little bit. I think a couple of the previous videos I did, you could see the bit of interference on the microphone, and I'm not really too sure why. I had all the connections and stuff in as they should have been, and I thought they were nice and tight, but clearly for whatever reason, unless the cable was damaged. But this new microphone, it's actually got Kevlar reinforced cable, so hopefully that will help with this one. But certainly the last video I did, it's actually been was actually quite good. Sound certainly seems to be a bit crisper. The sound's a lot clearer. So this microphone, it just plugs straight in the back of the media mod on the camera. So, and just with the microphone settings on the camera just set to standard. Hopefully it's coming out pretty good again. I ended up moving the microphone yet again because it was getting on my nerves a little bit. It was like right in the corner of my mouth, so I've actually now got it so it's actually sitting just literally just above my top lip. I think it's probably the best place for comfort in the helmet, plus not getting the sponge in your mouth all the time, which was a bit of an issue. So just a little bit of a wind on the throttle there at about 4,500 revs in top gear. You could just feel a very slight surge. So we can obviously get this, hopefully get all that mapped out. Don't know if you can hear that snap, crackle and pop in there. So 4th gear. It's definitely more eager. It's definitely less lethargic when it picks up, so whatever it's doing the right thing. It just needs to do it throughout the whole rev range. Ooh, pop. It certainly raises a smile regardless. What I should have done was connect up this microphone externally and to the back of the bike just to get all the popping. Actually be interested to see what sort of power it's actually putting out at the minute with the just for the standard Power Commander 5 with the fuel map that's actually in it preloaded. Should be quite interesting to see. So like I was saying before, if you're not 100% up to speed with what's been going on the channel, so I had the bike dynoed with the standard N-can R11 N-can on with just standard headers, and that was making 102 horsepower at the rear wheel, and then after that I put on the Gsx-s headers, which actually then made it 100 brake horsepower at the rear wheel. So I actually lost a little bit of power, and I'll put the power and torque curves up later. But just shows that how, you know, one little modification to the bike, how much it can affect it. So, and that's 2 brake horsepower loss, but I think it was about 4,000 or 5,000 revs it was. It really it took a big dip in the power and torque curve. So it just shows how these bikes are tuned and fueled. Tuned and fueled from the factory. And again, a lot of people say, oh well, you could just ECU flash it, but yeah, there's no one really local to me that does that, and it's quite nice to be able to just take it off. Still, to each their own. Pop. I will certainly say that with the Gsx-s headers on now, it definitely the bike's definitely angrier sounding. I mean, it didn't sound bad at all before, but it's just got that deeper bike growl about it. But like I say, it wasn't exactly bad. Quicker. noticeably more pungent. Kids have been back to school for a week and they've all got colds, so without wanting to speak too much about all this COVID rubbish, well, you have to wonder how effective all these measures of controls are. Yeah, I think there's a bit too much fuel going through there. Right, well, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Time to, I guess you're turning right, are you? You're not telling me you're turning right, so I'm guessing you are. Indicators, maybe? Oh yeah, that works. Yes, interesting times ahead. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens indeed. You can take my 750 and wave your magic wand. Well, one dyno done. Dyno done, and about 5 horsepower, an extra 5 horsepower made. Literally just jumped back on the bike, so we'll see how it is. It's a nice old MG. The joys of living in the country. So apparently he said he's managed to get rid of all the pops and the bangs and everything else like that, which is good. Although it sounded good, it wasn't. Obviously, it doesn't mean it's the best. It was the best fueling bike on the planet. I'm going to squeeze past here. About the responsiveness of the bike, which is what we wanted at the end of the day. So at the minute, obviously just taking it easy. It certainly feels very smooth. It feels like it did when it was bog standard. No hesitancy there at all. Going along doing 50, no problem at all. Yeah, that feels nice. You said it still hunts a little bit, tick over, but I'm not entirely sure which Gsx-s doesn't a little bit. Very smooth power delivery. So far so good. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Definitely feels more responsive. Very smooth transition on the throttle. we go. let's do a little roll on test. 6th gear and 40 miles an hour, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, very smooth, very, very smooth. Oh man, awesome. Oh, look at that, the marbles all over the road. Joys of riding the countryside. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's good. Really is. Noticeably more urgent. Definitely noticeably more urgent. It's not farting and popping like it was before either, which is good. Yep, money well spent. In fact, so much so that you would never actually know that it's actually got a power commander fitted to it. That's it just feels like a sprightly 750. Yeah, you would never know unless someone told you it had a power commander on it, which is good. Which is good. We're down here, 2nd gear. 2nd gear next to nothing. Yeah, fueling spot on. Absolutely spot on. Third gear, 30 miles an hour. Yep. Can't fault the fuel at all. I really can't. It's absolutely spot on. Much better than it was. Much, much better. Even 4th gear there, 41 an hour. It's not surging, it's not hunting. It's very smooth. Lovely, that is. Silky smooth. It's just got more attitude, it's more eager. So there we go. I think so far, so good. No complaints. Remapped, an extra 5 horsepower, and the fueling is absolutely bob on. So I'll stick some of the fuel maps up now. So this fuel map that I'm about to show you, this is the one that was taken with the standard can. Sorry, not the standard can. This is the fuel map I'm about to put up now is the R11 Yoshi the slip-on end can with the standard headers. So that there is showing 102 brake horsepower. And then after that, obviously I decatted the bike, put on the Black Widow headers. There's the couple of pictures here. And then, as you can see, I took it back to the dyno to see what difference a decat had made. And this is the graph with the decatted headers installed. So that's the decatted headers installed with the, obviously keeping the R11 can. And then obviously following that, I've then put the Power Commander 5 on, and then we've gone for a tune, and this is the end result. So like I say, I really can't. I can't fault the feel on the bike now at all. It certainly pulls, and like the guy said, it's pulling all the way. It's pulling hard all the way at the red line, which is all you can really ask for. But also mid-range. Mid-range is gratefully improved. Mid-range is gratefully improved, and it obviously picks up better. Can't really ask for any more. Yes, a happy chappy. Yeah, I mean, you probably could have been interested to do a run with the standard headers versus the standard headers in a Bauer Commander 5 tune versus Black Widow headers and a tune. See if there's any more power to be had out of the standard headers. And I guess that would confirm whether or not that actually doing a decat at all is actually worth it. But for me personally, I think it was, because it's got rid of the standard headers, and it looks better without the catalytic converter there. I think the lines of the bike are neater. It's definitely more wheelie prone in third gear. It'll lifts off the power now of a crest in third, which it wouldn't do before. Noticeably more urgent. Noticeably more urgent. Really can't fault the on-off power delivery. It's rolling the throttle on and off. I can't find fault with fuel at all. So he's done a stellar job. He really has. I can't fault it. So that's the journey. That's the journey over then on the 750 Power Commander tuning. It's really nothing else to add now. So thanks for watching the progress. But so far so good. Christ, responsiveness now is really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Home just in time for tea and before it starts to rain. God. It's got some go. Pop. It's got some serious go. Responsive. Yes, do it. If you have a 750, tune it, do it now. Yeah, really pleased. Really pleased. All I need to do is just ride it. Spend more time riding it, and it's all good. It's all good. Maybe even a quick shifter. Maybe that's what we need next. That's what we need next. Right then. Thanks for staying tuned to the channel, and yeah, feel free to like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next video. Catch you soon.